Studying electronics and communication engineering gives you the range to design a silicon chip, write network algorithms, or calibrate rocket thrusters. Because that versatility is a double-edged sword. You have the foundational logic for a dozen different industries, but by default, you are specialized in none of them. The logistics of the final year are unforgiving. Top-tier companies typically finalize their recruitment 6 to 12 months before you graduate. Attempting to simultaneously master gate prep, Python for machine learning, and Verilog for hardware design usually results in being mediocre at all three. This math categorizes the ECE landscape into 5 distinct directions. We've synthesized data on salaries and paths for core electronics, software, government, higher ed, and alt careers. You don't need to master this ecosystem. Isolate the specific lane that fits your aptitude. In a market that rewards deep specialization, failing to pick a lane early forces graduates into undervalued generalist roles. The purest lane is for those who want to operate as hardware engineers, working directly with physical circuitry and silicon. This table breaks down the hardware market. VLSI or ASIC design at Intel or NVIDIA offers 6 to 22 LOCs per annum, requiring Verilog fluency. Alternatively, embedded systems focuses on ARM Cortex microcontrollers and real-time operating systems. Success here depends entirely on tool mastery. In the eyes of a recruiter at a firm like Texas Instruments, your ability to use industry-standard software like Cadence is your most valuable asset. The downside is the technical barrier. Core electronics firms hire in smaller, more selective batches compared to the massive recruitment drives found in general IT. Committing to the purest lane provides high long-term market value and protection from software-specific market cycles, as long as you can ignore the noise of the IT sector. The tech lane is the high-velocity option, often chosen by those looking for the highest possible starting salaries regardless of their core coursework. Software development roles at companies like Adobe or Flipkart can offer packages up to 30 lakhs, but these positions require a skill set almost entirely separate from your ECE degree. You must master specific frameworks: Java for SDE roles, PyTorch for AI, or AWS for cloud engineering. Specialized sectors like cybersecurity and Web3 offer ceilings up to 20 lakhs, demanding credentials like the Certified Ethical Hacker certification. The challenge is the competition. In this lane, you are up against computer science students who have spent 3 years focused exclusively on these specific frameworks. Winning here requires treating your ECE degree as a background requirement while making aggressive, self-directed coding your true priority. While personal projects and certifications help, internships remain the most efficient way to bypass the entry-level friction and prove you can handle production-grade work. Corporate internships at Google or Amazon offer lakh-plus stipends and pre-placement offers, but selection is low. ISRO or BARC Research offers massive core prestige, despite modest stipends. Open-source programs like GSOC pay significant stipends based purely on code contributions. The timeline is the most critical factor. For the most competitive summer roles, you need to have your application submitted 10 to 12 months in advance. The internship you secure in your final year acts as the primary signal for your future career trajectory. The security lane is for those who value long-term stability and the prestige of serving in national institutions over the higher volatility of the private sector. A high GATE 2026 percentile grants eligibility for PSUs like IOCL and NTPC, starting at $60,000 to $80,000 a month. Direct exam routes exist too. Target ISRO for space research or UPSC engineering services for Group A officer roles. These roles involve rigorous selection stages and a commitment to specific geographical postings that may not be flexible. This is an all-or-nothing commitment. The knowledge required to top these exams is highly specialized and often has limited direct application in the corporate tech sector. The optimizer lane is for those who choose to delay their entry into the workforce to significantly raise their future salary floor. Pursuing an MS abroad or elite MBA requires 2 years of zero income, but results in a vertical salary jump to 15 lakhs domestically or $90,000 internationally. Alternatively, pivot into tech consulting or investment banking by mastering case interviews. The barriers here are financial and academic. You must account for high tuition costs or significant debt and be comfortable moving away from technical engineering roles. Optimizing allows you to bypass the standard entry-level grind, but it requires viewing your credentials as a high-stakes financial investment. The best skill stack in the world is ineffective if you only apply through the same channels as everyone else. Relying exclusively on your university's placement cell is a mistake. It limits your visibility to a small subset of the actual job market. You need to actively monitor off-campus portals like Off-Campus Jobs for You, track remote U.S. internships on simplify.jobs, and enter hiring challenges on Unstop. In 2026, a standard resume is just the baseline. Recruiters want to see your proof of work, your public GitHub repositories, or a portfolio of your PCB designs. Navigating the off-campus ecosystem must be treated with the same intensity as your final year project. There is no single best path. The right choice depends on your personal risk tolerance and what kind of work you find engaging. If you are the purist, focus your energy on Verilog, target firms like Intel or NVIDIA, and ignore the software hype. If you are the tech pivot, prioritize coding over core labs and build a high-volume application strategy for software roles. If you are the safety seeker, commit fully to the GATE or UPSC syllabi today, ignoring job portals. If you are the optimizer, start your GRE or CAT preparation immediately and focus on building a profile for top-tier graduate schools. The most common mistake ECE students make is trying to keep every door open. Splitting your focus across these lanes only dilutes your chances of success in any of them. Your degree is versatile, but your time is not. Pick one specific lane today, build the exact skills it requires, and move forward with conviction.